Hello and welcome back to another brand new movie review where today I'm going to be covering the second of the revival of the Dragon Ball movies, and that is Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F, released 2 years after Battle of Gods and brings back fan favorite villain Frieza. Uh, yeah, that's basically what happens. Not long after the events of Battle of Gods, whilst Goku and Vegeta are training on Beerus's planet, the god of destruction from the last movie, um, some of the remaining Frieza Force decide to go to Earth, use their Dragon Balls, and bring back Lord Frieza. And instead of they succeed, and instead of Frieza just going straight to Earth, he is as strong as he was when he died. Um, Whereas Goku and even Vegeta outclass him. He's still in his Frieza's still in his Namek stage of strength, and so he does the first thing that he's never ever had to do in his entire life, and that is train. And so he does for about 6 months. 4 to 6 months is the time frame, because when Frieza is resurrected, he says he's going to train for 4 months, and then Piccolo says it's been 6 months since he was resurrected, so give about 4 to 6 months worth of training. And so Frieza eventually goes after unlocking the new, at the time, new transformation Golden Frieza, travels to Earth and with about 1,000 of his Frieza Force soldiers that are left. And of course, Goku and Vegeta are nowhere to be seen because, as I mentioned, they are training on Lord Beerus's planet. So it's up to some of the Z fighters plus Jocko to take on the Frieza Force. So basically, we've got Krillin, Tenshinhan, Gohan, Piccolo, Krillin, and Master Roshi of the Z Fighters to do this. As I said, Jocko of the Galactic Police. Or the Galactic Patrol, I think is what it was. And they do. They take out pretty much everyone. And then it's just Frieza and Sorbet left. And then eventually Goku and Vegeta show up. Goku and Frieza fight. Goku in base form, Frieza in his final form. And then after a while of that, Goku transforms into the new transformation, or rather new at that time, of Super Saiyan Blue, or as it was originally called, Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. Try to say that 10 times fast without biting your tongue. Because I ain't going to try it. I've already bit my tongue trying to do that. And then Frieza obviously reveals his new transformation of Golden Frieza. And so they fight, and it's pretty even, but also Frieza kind of has like the upper hand with his new form. But as they're dragging this fight out, Goku and subsequently Frieza, not Frieza, Vegeta figures out the one key flaw to the Golden Transformation, and that is he only recently obtained it, and he's not used to it, and so it's burning a lot more energy than his body can produce in order to stay in that form. Because as soon as Frieza unlocked this new golden transformation, he made a beeline straight to Earth in order to fight Goku to get his revenge, and didn't even bother to perfect this transformation. And so then Goku ends up getting the upper hand. But this is where two things. One, what Whis mentions at the beginning of the movie about Goku and Vegeta plays into effect, and also a role reversal for from the Frieza saga way back when. What Whis mentions is that Goku, being as lax as he is, tends to leave his guard down, whereas Vegeta, he's constantly calculating, and because of that, he's not he doesn't relax as much as he should, and basically that's what ends up happening to both of them. With Goku, Sorbet gets a cheap shot, and because his guard is down, that's enough to do some serious damage and nearly kill him. With Vegeta, when Vegeta steps up and he transforms into Super Saiyan Blue, um, knocks the living daylights out of Frieza to the point where Frieza is now transformed back down to his final form, or what we assume to be his final form. You know, he now has Golden Frieza and Black Frieza in the manga. Um, he basically blows up the Earth as a contingency plan of sorts, where he is the only one who's able to, breathe in the vacuum of space. So by destroying the Earth, in his mind, he gets his revenge, and he can go off back and start rebuilding the Frieza Empire. But that's where another thing comes into play, and that is something that Whis mentions in the beginning of the movie, which is the Chekhov's gun, and that is the temporal do-over, where Whis essentially rewinds time by 3 minutes and tells Goku, you make this time count, you need to kill Frieza. And that's what he does. He powers back up, after having the sensory beam, powers back up to blue and unleashes a massive Kamehameha, which then sends Frieza back to hell. And yeah, the movie ends. So, it was not long after this movie came out that we got the announcement of Dragon Ball Super, which then spent the first two arcs recapping the movies. And honestly, this is the kind of better version to watch, except for maybe two scenes. One episode and one scene. The episode is, I believe it's episode 14 of the Dragon Ball Super anime, which shows Goku trying to wait for Whis to come so he can go train with Vegeta, who's already off training, and it shows what they have their day to day. With Beerus sleeping, they have to constantly change his sheets every now and again, and just the kind of rigorous training that they have to go through. And the other one is actually when Frieza blows up the planet in the Super anime. They actually showed us they didn't just show the planet exploding. They actually showed us some characters. If memory serves correct, they showed us Mr. Satan. They showed us Videl with Pan. They showed, I think, Chi Chi at one point as well. I can't remember. I haven't seen that since it aired in 2015, 2016. So I'm basing that off of memory. But yeah, the Resurrection F movie is the definitive version to watch, simply because the animation is better. That's one of the things that plagued the Super anime is the rushed animation for the first two arcs, because they literally did not have enough time to work on it, and I believe they outsourced it to a few different animation studios. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. The fight between Goku and Frieza, I liked. I didn't find it as jarring as I did the first few times that I watched. I didn't mind the jump to this between, you know 2D animation and CG. I didn't mind that as much. I thought it was, it worked. It worked for what they wanted to do with this movie. But I would have kind of preferred if the fight went a little different. So here's how I would have preferred the Goku and Frieza fight to go. Basically, Frieza jumps, as we know, straight up to his final form, and Goku does transform into Super Saiyan instead of fighting in his base form. Kind of rekindle that the fight, from the Frieza saga after Goku goes Super Saiyan. Then instead of Super Saiyan Blue straight away, we see Super Saiyan God, because again, as I mentioned, outside of the Battle of Gods movie and the Battle of Gods arc, excluding the manga here, the next time we see Super Saiyan God is during the Tournament of Power in Dragon Ball Super. So it would have been nice to see that versus Golden Frieza, and then force Goku to basically power up to Super Saiyan Blue. Um, Even though it's been, Jesus, now nearly 10 years, about 8 years since Blooper Saiyan was introduced, I still don't know where I land on it because it's kind of Blooper Saiyan or Super Saiyan Blue. Um, in a sense has replaced regular Super Saiyan. Whenever Goku and Vegeta are in fights, afterwards in the likes of the Universe 6 tournament arc, the Future Trunks arc, um, not so much the Tournament of Power. They flick between the two. Blooper Saiyan kind of become the de facto transformation for them, which kind of cheapens it in a way, in my opinion. It's supposed to be the strongest of their transformations, and they're jumping straight to it. Um, I don't know. I would have preferred if it builds up, but hey, that's just me. So yeah, overall, enjoyed it. I enjoyed this rewatch of Resurrection F. It's not the best of the revival Dragon Ball movies. That obviously goes to Dragon Ball Super Broly. Um, but hey, it's a step in the right direction that led to us getting the Dragon Ball Super anime and now the Dragon Ball Daima anime, which I still don't know how I feel about that one. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I don't know what's next, but I'll see you all for that upload.